Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live. I'm just going to wait a second for a few people to pop in. There we
I'm
go.
looking. There we go.
I'm like, okay, well we're there. Here.
Hey, sometimes we're just slower than others.
Let's see.
Well, not we. I mean, really, it's the stuff, but
Yeah. All right.
sometimes technology is slow.
So y'all can hear me, and it's going live on YouTube. Um, we'll just wait for people to pop in. Let's see.
I see Kim so far.
Kim. Okay. Oh, Renee. Renee's here too.
Oh, you know what? Renee's hid behind the welcome to live chat.
Oh. Welcome.
Oh, yes, welcome. But it's not helpful if you hide stuff and I can't see it.
Okay. Oop, I want to do that.
You are not invisible. I totally see you visible now that YouTube stopped hiding you. YouTube's
Yes.
just jealous of how awesome you are, so it's like, nope, she can't be seen.
No, she can't be seen.
How you guys doing tonight? Are you in Rot Week too? That's my question. Have you heard this new phrase, Rot Week?
What is that?
ROT. Rot Week?
I don't know what that
So
is.
it's that week between, like, the week between Christmas and New Year's.
Ah,
And so, like, the kids are home, so their brains are rotting, but it's also like you've finished all the Christmas stuff and you're not really ready to do anything yet.
yeah.
So it's just kind of like, no, let's just not. So you don't necessarily push to go and do a bunch of stuff. You're kind of tired, all that jazz. I heard the phrase, I heard somebody call it Rot Week, and I went, yep, best name ever for it. Because we've always just called it like Zombie Week or Dead Week because half our town gets the 2 weeks right around Christmas off.
Ah,
Well, let me rephrase that. The biggest company here next to the hospital gives everybody those 2 weeks off.
ah.
So half our town goes out of town. And a lot of the smaller businesses will close and take this time off, which is great for them. But it also means that everything is just like weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we've been having like a weird week with kids are home and kids are home until next week still. It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah. I watched a little reel, and the lady was like, the first week of Christmas break, and she's making cookies, and they're playing music, and then the next one, I mean, she looks good. She's got her makeup on, hair. Next week, you can hear the kids screaming in the background, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'm not baking. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just struggling along here."
Yeah. Like all the adults at my house besides me went back to work and they're like, "Yep, we have to go back to work." And I'm like, and they're like, "We had our Christmas party, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, my party will be the day the kids go back to school.
Yeah.
That will be a party for me. I will be having I think I will take myself out to lunch and I will just enjoy having them all gone again."
Well, it looks like we have a a new person
Yes.
from New Zealand.
Tamara's here from New Zealand. Kim doesn't go back to work until the 13th. Oh my goodness. She
Wow.
says she doesn't know what to do with herself. She's tired, not thrilled. So even with no kids at home, she's rotting.
Okay,
And
so I'm going to use Grandma's Cozy Corner. This is a sneak peek. because this won't go live in the store till tomorrow night, but it's just too cute. Too cute. And I'm going to use these two photos. And this is Olivia and my mother.
And don't worry, she got Olivia's permission.
Yes.
Permission granted.
Sometimes it's not.
Oh no, I think that's the best way to do it, because if you get permission from your kids, then they, like, they're comfortable. Like, I even do that with my kid now. I'm like, "Hey, are you okay if I use this?" And if he says, "No, I don't," but he's still more willing to let me take his picture because
Right.
he knows I'll respect whether I said yes or no.
Okay, I'm going to make that a little smaller.
Amy is here and she says hello.
Hello,
And
hello.
Bethany's here. Are you still overseas, Bethany?
I think Bethany had big news this week.
She
I
said,
believe.
"I'm finally able to make it to one of these after being on the same side of the ocean as most of you. And we head back to the other side on Sunday." Ooh. Where are you headed? Same spot or different? Renee, the 7th. Teachers go back Monday, kids go back Tuesday.
Okay, oh my goodness, look at this paper.
Although people keep trying to claim we're going to have crazy weather that will mean that they can't go back to school, and I'm just like, a pox on all your houses.
Yeah. Stop doing that. Stop saying that.
Saying a pox on your houses, or saying the thing about the weather?
No, yeah. Stop saying that.
I was like, I'm just going back to Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Bethany, are you going to share your surprises or just make us sit here and wonder? She said big surprises this week. She's going back to Thailand. That's got to be nice, though. You got to spend the holidays with your family that's here in the U.S., right? Yeah, Renee, their kids go back on the 6th, but they have 5 inches of snow predicted for Sunday, Monday. Yeah, so this is my new favorite thing. Depending on which weather report you watch, depends on what snow they're telling us we're going to get. And it's been everything from 1 inch to 12 inches. I'm like, okay, come on. You got to be able to do better than that. Bethany found out she's going to be a grandma. She's too young.
Yes, that's the big news I was waiting for her to say.
Yay! Congrats! You know, the best part about being a young grandma, though, is you get to, like, hang out. Like, Matthew has 2 grandmas, and he has one of them has passed away, but one of them was, like, older and wasn't really into hanging out a lot with little kids, and the other one she still had little kids, so it was no big deal. And so, like, the memories they made were so much different, and he loves the fact that, like, oh yeah, grandma took me to the park and grandma took me to go do these things. And so being a young grandma is awesome. Because we all know you're like 24.
Yeah, she does not look old enough to be having her own children.
Renee says 1 inch yesterday, but now they're getting 1 inch tonight. Yeah, we were supposed to get 3 inches the other day, and we got, like, I don't even know if you can call it a trace. A smidge, maybe? Like, I happened to be in my car and happened to see, like, 10 snowflakes hit my windshield. Like, what is that even? And that was it. So, well, that's exciting. Will you be done your tour in Thailand to be back, or no? Bethany says she is pushing 27. You could just be like me, because if you get braces, people think you're way younger than you are.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Actually, I have to tell you, this is kind of funny, but one of my high school friends commented on the picture that I put up on Facebook. I actually put a picture of my family up. And it was funny because she commented, she's like, "How is it that everybody around you gets old and you guys never look older?" And I'm like, "Oh, honey, I think we look older." But to have like a high school friend say that to you just kind of makes you
Right.
sad. Like, I was like, "Aw." Oh, Bethany, yay! She gets to come for the birth and she gets to stay for about a month. That's awesome.
Exciting.
And that's like the perfect time because, that's lots and lots of baby holding time because they're not ready to move around yet.
Ooh, Lordy.
And I'll be honest, I more put the picture up on Facebook so that people could see exactly how tall Matthew has gotten. Because
That
Cheryl,
was ridiculous. That was just
yeah.
absolutely. I was looking at that picture and I was like,
Mm,
what in the world happened?
mhm. I don't know. People ask me what I feed them, and I'm like vegetables. Apparently, don't feed your kids vegetables.
Don't do it. Do
Just
it.
don't.
Oh my goodness, this kid is so cute. Can't stand it.
I thought you said this kid, and I was like, she is. Olivia is absolutely adorable.
That too. Yeah. Yes, that.
Yay for misunderstanding.
Yes. Oh, it's so sweet.
So Bethany's getting a grandchild sort of for Christmas, in a way. Yeah. I guess she got the news, I bet, for Christmas. So Kim says her son won't eat vegetables and he's 6'3". Oh, is he done growing?
Put that on top of there.
Amy says her teenager wants to be taller and I tell him he needs to eat veggies, but he refuses. You can show him the picture of my child and you can say, look, this kid eats his vegetables and he's 14.
So get on the vegetables.
Get on the vegetables.
Get on
Especially carrots.
vegetables.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he today was like, I want baby carrots. And we're like, why? We have carrots at home. And he's like, well, because those carrots require work to eat. Because he didn't want to cut them. I was like, really?
I'm with him. I like the little baby carrots.
Oh, see, ours are always, and maybe it's a Florida thing because you're like get fresher vegetables, but ours are always dry. Like if you get the baby carrots, they're either soaking wet or so totally dry. And it's like, really? Yeah, my son drinks a lot of milk too, Kim. It's like his go-to drink. But yeah, they are. But here's the thing: is his dad and I will cut up the carrots. So we literally have like carrot sticks in the fridge almost all the time. So yeah, that's why it made me laugh really hard when he was like, "Well, but baby carrots." And I'm like, "But baby carrots don't taste good because they're either soaking wet and then they're kind of slimy, or they're so dry you're like, okay, this is gross."
You can
I don't
soak
know.
them if
I
they are.
know,
Just
I
saying.
know, but and we do. But also, doesn't that defeat the purpose of buying baby carrots if I have to bring them home and soak them rather than just
Right.
cutting up real ones?
Yes. You
Amen.
are
Just
so
saying.
you are so correct. You are very correct.
I saw carrot. Well, okay, I saw the sign for carrot chips at my grocery today, Renee. I don't even know why. We actually didn't have any baby carrots at the store today. We only had, well, there was like one, but it was really waterlogged. But it was like literally one package. Like all the rest of the carrots were gone, the baby carrots. So, but I saw that there was a sign for carrot chips, but they were gone too. Apparently, everybody's eating carrots today. New
Okay.
diets or something.
Do you see the little lemonade piece? And then
Aw.
noodles, and then there's an embroidery piece. This is like made for my mother for sure. Look at that.
Yeah, that's where ours had carrot chips and something like carrot, was it like crinkle cut chips or something too? There were like two different types of carrots. Like one was like if they take the big carrots and just like slice them so they're like coins, carrot coins, and then also carrot carrot chips. Vitamin C with the lack of sun in the winter, maybe. I don't know. I live in one of the unhealthiest states in the nation. That may or may not be it. Kim, yes, we peel carrots before we cut them.
Look, it's
That's a
Hank.
me thing. I don't like the peel.
Look, it's Hank.
Oh, it's Hank.
Even though he's not in the picture, still.
You can still add him because you know who Hank is.
Hank, 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 Hank. He's a wild one.
Kim says she has to peel him too. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm not big on not peeling them. I did freeze dry some though, just for fun. That really makes your carrots crunchy and dry, but crunchy.
Now, like, have you ever done like strawberries and apples and that? What do you normally use it for? Your dehydrator?
So it's actually a freeze dryer. It's not a dehydrator, but we did do apples. We've done a lot of apples. We've done a lot of my favorite, which is cinnamon taffy, like the saltwater taffy, because it
Right.
makes it crunchy and I can eat it with my braces. And then we've done Skittles, of course. We always will do a bunch of Skittles depending on the day. And then we did pears. We did a whole bunch of pears. And I've done carrots. I've done shallots. So I have like freeze-dried shallots. I can just toss them into dishes and stuff. And then I haven't done garlic yet, but it's on my list that I'm considering. And then, I did green onions. Oh, green onions are like the best. Have you ever seen at the store they have like the little jars of freeze-dried onions you can buy, like the
Yeah,
green onions?
little chives.
Yeah, the little chives. So that's what I did. I took green onions and I chopped them up like that and threw them in.
How about that?
So now I have green onions ready to go at any time. And it's nice because these are all things that just die too fast.
Now, is this a new addition to your kitchen? This freeze
The
dryer?
freeze dryer.
Mhm.
So we bought it in July. So we've slowly been getting the hang of it. We're actually freeze drying ice cream right now because why not?
Yum. Does it
So,
turn into those like Dippin' Dots?
so I don't think it's gonna turn into the Dippin' Dots because that's using like, it's not nitrogen, but hydrogen? Something. One of the other gases.
Right.
Somebody's gonna correct me in the chat, I know. But that's using one of the other gases, but it will turn into like astronaut ice cream.
Mm.
So, yeah. Yeah, we did a whole bunch of the freeze-dried Skittles, Amy, at Halloween, and it was the shrieking Skittles, where some of them are sweet and some of them are sour, and those were really, really good. I really liked those. And Milk Duds are really good because they like poof up, so they become really almost like cotton, no, not cotton candy in texture, but they become like almost crispy, and so you have like this crispy caramel bite that you can eat. Liquid nitrogen! I believe that's correct too, Bethany. Thanks.
Like, thank you very much.
I'm like, I can see the guy do it at the Sub-Zero ice cream shop we used to go to all the time. He had this great big tank he'd turn on and spray it, and oh, that ice cream was delicious. But yeah, that's beyond my capabilities. So yeah. Oh, and celery. I've done celery so that when I want to have, like for soup, I just like threw the celery and the carrots in with some onion that I had freeze dried them all and added some broth. And I just added a little extra broth and it became like soup, but it was like really yummy soup because it was fresh. Like, because when they rehydrate, they taste very fresh, if that
Mm.
makes sense.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
So yeah, it's fun. It's it's an interesting little side thing that we play with. I won't call it a gig because we don't sell anything and make any money. We just have fun.
Yeah, it's just a hobby.
It's a hobby, yeah. And then along the way, we're storing food. So yeah. Oh, we freeze dried eggs. I'm intrigued to try those. We haven't pulled them out to try them yet. We just freeze dried them because eggs have gotten so expensive. So when we found some on sale, we bought like our limit, and then my sister went and bought her limit, so we had 2 limits.
Oh, that's nice.
But supposedly that does really well in baking because you can just take it's basically egg granules. So you can just pull out like a tablespoon or whatever and throw it in with some water and make your scrambled eggs, or throw it into a recipe and cook it and not have to have the fresh ones all the time.
Mhm.
So that was my goal, is foods that don't stay well. And,
Right.
if we do some candy along the way, we do some candy along the way.
Little bit of candy.
Yep. Or a lot bit. I need to do less candy and more of the really regular foods.
Okie dokie.
So,
Well,
yeah, but we do apples a lot.
I zipped through this.
You zipped through that super fast. It's because we were busy chatting over here and you were just like tuning us out.
I was like, no, it's just like one of those kids that just hit right. The color,
Yeah.
photo, I mean, it just, everything just
I
came.
love when that happens. I love when it just comes together and it just wants to work together, and then it's super quick.
Does anybody have any questions about what I did, or if you know, because I get busy scrapping and I forget to talk, which makes it kind of difficult.
Or, other question, if you have no questions about what Cheryl did, what's your favorite Christmas present that you got?
Ooh. Can I tell you?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Please do.
I'll start us off. So, um, my sister gave me a Pandora bracelet, like a bangle, and it's called the Shooting Star um, bracelet. And she had one for herself, she had one for me. So we're like all matchy. But
Aw.
I I was just holding back tears because my sister and I had gone to the Dollar Tree to pick up some stocking stuffers the week before. And, so we were chit chatting and talking and all that. And I left to go home. And as I'm coming across the fields um, of the bay, I was going over a pretty high bridge. And I looked up, and I had been talking to my mom in the car about how Anna and I were doing the stockings and how, always loved when she did our stockings. I talked to her, and all of a sudden there was a shooting star. And I don't remember ever seeing one in my life. I mean, maybe in a video or something, but I don't remember
Yeah.
personally seeing one. And I meant to tell Anna that, Mama was with us when we were picking out all our stocking stuff, and
Yeah.
that was the little sign. Well, I told Anna because my memory's not very good. I'm like, "Did I tell you this story?" And she's like, "Nope." And I was like, "Okay, okay, Mama." So it was just like that was a
It
lot of
has a double
coincidence.
meaning.
I mean, it was just precious. Anyway, so it was good.
I love it.
Yeah, I was very, very happy. A happy thing.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Kim says that is so cool.
And I'm like, I'm not a very, you know, woohoo kind of person. Like, uh, that I believe in. I get what would you call that? Mysticism, or uh, I don't know. But I do know that we're connected somehow, some way, and we'll know about it when we get there. So, and see see the people we're missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And until then, there's a way for them to come by and say hi and make you know, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Bethany says, how special.
Yep. So.
See, we were also transfixed. Nobody said what they got for Christmas that they liked.
And let's see, what else did I get? My brain is not working very well.
I sent my mom a calendar. So she got a ticket because she always asks us to buy her a plane ticket to go up to Canada to visit her siblings because her sisters and her go on a trip. Like they go to, it's called Peely Island, and it's one of those places like you don't drive to. So they always go and do a sister trip there. And she's always like, hey, if you'll buy my plane ticket, that would be a great Christmas gift. And so, divided between all of us, it works out rather well because it's, it doesn't cost us very much money. And then she knows what she wants.
Right.
But I sent her a Shutterfly calendar because I had already pre-purchased that for her. And it had like cruise ship pictures from when we went on our big trip. And she calls me and she's like, I absolutely love it. I'm like, oh, wonderful. And she's like, did you buy your brother one? I'm like, why? Why would I buy my brother one? I think he would really like it.
Like, no.
He can buy his own. Here you go.
Oh, goodness.
I just was like, oh, you love it. And your first question is, did I buy one for my brother? What? Let's see. So Bethany says, big news aside, her hubby took her to see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra live in Orlando. It was amazing, and he said it's the best show he's ever seen. And she did an awesome scrapbook page about it. I'm going to add that. Renee says she got nothing. Nothing, Renee? You didn't buy yourself a dang thing? Amy got new earbuds, the Bose open ear ones. They are so cool. Kim makes calendars for her and her kids. She finished them on 12/30, so they'll be delivered next week. Yeah, I did the BOGO deal, and so they both ended up having to come to my house, and then I left it sitting on my desk for a week before I sent it out to my mom because I didn't want it to deal with Christmas traffic.
Yeah.
So I know that sounds weird, but I'm like, I'd rather it shows up after Christmas and I don't sit there and track it like for a week and a half and just watch it sit and do nothing,
Right. Because it does do that.
It does.
Something.
Kim got a new color Kindle. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Cheryl says her sister does a Shutterfly calendar for their extended family every year. I did it. You just have to buy your own.
Yeah. It's your turn, buddy.
Oh,
Buy your own.
Come on. He's a single guy. He's got a house and a tenant, and he can afford to buy a Shutterfly calendar if he wants one. Renee says, nah, she buys what she wants or when she wants. Yeah. Bethany says her mom does a Shutterfly calendar for all of us every year as well. I think it's been over 10 years. Now I feel guilty. I'm like, I literally bought one for myself and sent one to my mom, and that was it.
That was it.
I was like, nah, the rest of you want one? You buy it yourself. Oh, although 2 of them live here, so I mean, technically, 2 of them get to enjoy it too. My siblings. I don't know. Maybe I'll send them one that starts on February. So, Amy, my husband bought me some over-the-ear noise canceling, really awesome headphones. And my favorite part is they work really, really well for me. And I will put them on and I will turn on something. And then people will come up and try and talk at me. And I won't realize that they're talking to me because I'm wearing my noise canceling headphones. And then they get mad because I didn't answer them. I keep turning, like, I'm like, guys, you bought me these so I wouldn't hear you. And then you get mad that I don't hear you. Can we back this problem up?
I mean, hello. You see them on my ears.
Uh-huh.
Or are they hollering at you from another room?
Well, my son hollered at me from another room apparently the first time, and then he came in all exasperated and realized I was wearing them. So he's learned very quickly that to just come up and touch me, so I'll look at him.
Right.
So he'll like touch my arm, and he'll be like, "Mom," and then I'm, "Oh yeah, what?" But the others haven't seemed to learn that lesson yet. They still try and yell at me from the other room, and I just don't know it until they get exasperated and come in. I'm like, it's getting you exercise.
Yeah. Well, when you're living with multiple people in the house, extra family members and such,
Yes.
that's really important to
Well,
be able to turn it off.
also, it's been a very loud week with everybody home.
Courtney's like, they're very loud.
They're very loud.
You're going to send a very special gift to the teachers, aren't you? Thank you, God, for taking them back.
Yes, thank you for taking them back. It's because it's so cold. Like I can't, in good conscience, send her outside to play when it's negative, when it's in the teens right now with the
Right.
wind chill. I'm like, that's just too cold. Like if you want to go out for 5 minutes, okay, on your own, but I can't make you go outside and play when it's this cold out consistently.
Right.
So, yeah. Let's see. Kim says her son and daughter-in-law got her a gift card to Dutch Bros. I know that name. It's a coffee shop. It's already been loaded to her app.
That's very nice.
Cheryl says her it's your mom that does yours, right? Your sister gives one to each sister, which is 3, plus her dad, and then her dad pays for copies for the grandkids. Okay, to be fair, if I sent one to each of my siblings, well, 2 of them live with mom and dad, and like I said, technically 2 of them live with me, but I have 9 siblings, so that's a lot. Well, 8 siblings, that's a lot of calendars.
Yeah.
Because one for myself, plus 8 siblings, that'd be 10 calendars that I'd have to pay for every year. I'll consider it maybe next year. We'll see.
I don't know.
Renee says, okay, she's counting the new piece of luggage she got on sale in November. I think that counts perfectly fine.
Yes, because she's going to be going on some bus trips this year. I think she posted that she was doing like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of trips coming up. I saw that. Amy says she has some noise counseling too, and she switches between just living in her audiobook and listening to her book while hanging out with the family.
Yeah. And then there was a kit that was made for bus travel. I think, who did that one? Wendy or?
I think it was Wendy and Amanda, and I believe it was at Renee's request.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Renee, they made you a kit?
Yeah, she was like, posted in the forum, I would love to see
Around the world bus trip.
Yeah.
I found it, guys.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
I'd post you a link, but I'm not allowed.
It won't let you do it still?
I haven't tried today. Let me try today and see if it'll let me do it today. I know it doesn't usually let me do it. Let's see. I can see the link, but I don't think anybody else can see the link. But Renee says she's already used it.
Yay!
That is so cool. That's awesome. Oh, it's got a little double-decker bus. Oh, I am a sucker for a camera, and that's a cute camera. And it's got a sleep mask.
You're like, what?
Oh, it's so cute, Renee. Renee says I have to be a mod to post links. I'm okay not having mod responsibility.
How do you not have that? I'm like,
I don't know.
Let's see.
It is cool. I know. I'm holding out for my Gilmore Girls kit that they're all working on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they had done some hotel, like they have a hotel stay one too that I hadn't seen for the Around the World series.
Okay. What is your
Dad pays for 12 of them, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 for the 12 grandkids, and then the 3 local grandkids. So paying for the calendar itself isn't bad because there's been a lot of coupons and stuff. It's the shipping that kills me because if I ship it to like all the different places, it's a lot of places to ship it to.
Yeah.
But if I were to just, send it to one place, I could try that next year. We'll see.
All right.
Bethany says they have a Thailand kit, and yes, I own it.
They're really good about, listening to the needs from community members. I really like that.
Yeah, I own a lot of the travel kits just because I like them.
Well, I don't
And
really
they make
travel
me
much
happy.
anymore. But every once in a while, I still do.
Yeah, but you probably own every Florida kit.
Mm,
No?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't say
Okay.
that. I probably have a nice collection, but I don't think I have them all.
Renee says she bought the USA one before it retires. It's retiring?
You're like, no.
There's so much in the retiring sale that it's a madhouse. Like to try and keep track of everything that's in there retiring is crazy.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not retiring anything.
No, you're not. I checked.
Not retiring. Of course, I've only been there since August, so not like I have a bunch of old product.
Yeah,
What
but
I have really enjoyed is revamping some of my other, it's templates I still like, but I'm able to, do a nice little update of them.
Liv isn't retiring anything either. I checked that one too.
No, they kind of retired with the move. If anything isn't coming back.
Yeah.
That was a very easy way to retire things, right?
Yes.
I like it.
Like, I'm not going to bring that back anymore. No more.
So, searching by designer works, except you don't always get the collabs.
So to get the collabs, you'll want to look by.
You have to do the double scoop and triple scoop or whatever they're called.
Well, there's the shop by designer categories.
Mhm.
Those will pick up our scoops.
No, they won't. Not all of them.
Well, that's because somebody isn't tagging their products right when they upload it, but it should work.
Yeah.
In theory, it works, but designers are human, so it doesn't always
Yeah.
work. How about that?
Yes.
Because
Okay.
Wendy actually has a lot in the scoops that are retiring, and they're not in her store. So
I had a product that wasn't in my store. Renee had to send me a message. And she was like, "Did you know this isn't showing up?" And I was like, "What?" And I went
what? Huh?
and I was like, "Yeah, okay, well, it won't do that if I don't mark myself as the manufacturer. It's a big step." But
Yep.
I've been giving myself grace. So I fixed
Oh no,
it and we went along our merry way, didn't we, Renee?
you totally give yourself grace. I mean, hello, we're all human. We all make mistakes like that, but it is funny though when you go to look at something and you're like, "Huh, what do you mean that's retiring?" And then you're like, "I didn't see it." And then you're like, "Oh, let me try searching here instead."
Yeah. But I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, Amy, you and Liv are on the same page. Telling me to use the scoops and stuff.
I do like the scoops, and I really do like the triple dips as well because those are some big collections and they're just very versatile.
Yeah. I'm always sad when I see a kit. Okay, so confession time. I'm always sad when I see a kit that's retiring that I go, hey, I bought that kit. Did I ever actually scrap with that kit yet?
Right?
I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe I didn't. I should go scrap with it because that's a sign.
I have this huge 2 scrap folder. It is ridiculous the amount of things that are available for me to scrap.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing. It's just you know,
I always just am thankful that it's all just measured in little pixels and dots on a little tiny box.
right? Because
Because otherwise, my house would have no room for me.
but I still keep buying paper stuff, and no one stops me.
I can't help you with that. I actually don't. I haven't bought a lot of paper stuff lately. I
Well,
tend not to buy a lot of paper itself, though. I tend to buy the tools I can use with the paper stuff.
well, the other day I went to Michael's with Olivia and my sister Anna, and I ended up buying 4 paper pads. You know, they have those themed paper packs. Some of them have like gold foil in them, and I purchased them because they were on sale for $3 each. There's like 50 pages in the little pack, and we're supposed to be making cards for like, you know, generic, get well soon, thank you, and happy birthday. Um, so we can have those in our arsenal and we don't freak out when we need a card.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I also bought a glitter embossing powder catcher. It has like a little grate over the top of it where you can, you know, that stuff doesn't glitter and whatever doesn't get all over your workspace. And then I bought a little vacuum cleaner that was on sale too, and it's for glitter, and it's so cute. Didn't you say you had a vacuum cleaner for your desk, Courtney? Or am I?
I do. No, I do. I have a little vacuum cleaner that's called it's like a desk one, and it's a little like a little garbage truck, and you
Yeah.
just like zoom around on your desk to get all the crumbs and stuff.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Vroom vroom vroom. It's fun. Yeah. And Amy says, "Oh yeah, and Sweet Shop lets you use them for challenges even if they're retired."
Yes.
Bethany says she started to separate her kits that she's used from the ones she hasn't and decided that no, that's not a good idea. It's too overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. So that was 2/22, January 20.
That's a bummer, Renee. I'm sorry all your faves are gone.
But I do like if the, you know, designer is there, you can use retired products for challenges. That's
Yes.
very nice.
Yeah. It also is nice because I don't have to keep track of, did I buy this here?
Right.
Because I have stuff from designers that have moved around a little bit, and I'm like, wait, where did it doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm like, okay, good.
Yep, it's all good. I like the challenges too. Like they're just kind of open ended. They give you a couple of different options for completing, you know, challenges. Like the December ones that we did, you know, there were 2 options, and then it was still kind of general, so you could really read into it multiple ways. Um, so that's good too. But I sometimes like to be challenged to be like, use something, you know, or like a recipe challenge.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like it.
with you because there's times when I like it when it's open ended and I can just like make my page and do whatever to make it fit. But then
Right,
there's times where you literally have to take the challenge instructions and do that. And I really like that because that's where I really feel like I'm challenged. I'm pushed into like trying a new style or something.
right.
So, you know, it's like use a pocket journal card on a page. Oh, okay, let me just add that to it, my regular page. Whereas like make a pocket page, it's like, okay, hold on, I have to actually make a pocket page.
And I'm
So.
like, but I'm sure the people who scrap pocket pages are like, we're tired of having to try to make regular scrapbook pages, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the flexibility that we have. So, all right, well, I'm finished here. I'm just doing.
I will say though, I do miss the month of challenges a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I was sitting there on the first going, I don't have a challenge to do today. All right.
And at Sweet Shop, we're like taking a break.
I know.
We're taking a deep breath in so that we can be ready
for the February challenges.
For the birthday, the big birthday coming up.
I know. It was so funny though. So I was like, okay, well, there's no month of challenges, so I'm not doing that. So then I hop over to Sweet Shop and I'm like, what do you mean there's no monthly challenges? What am I supposed to do this month to challenge myself?
You could be challenged. I could challenge you to use at least one old kit per week. Well, it depends on how much you scrap. If you're scrapping a page a day, you know.
I know. Like, that's always been my thing as I spent January. Like, I literally was sitting there today going, so I have time. Why do I not normally have time? And I'm like, oh, yeah, because normally, well, in the last couple of years, I've been hosting challenges and doing comments and stuff. And I'm like, huh, I have like a lot of time right now. I'm not used to time in January. What's going on?
Right.
So I cleaned my house. I told Cheryl I cleaned earlier and she was like, wait, you did what? And I know it's because she didn't hear me, but it was actually really funny because it was like, what do you mean you cleaned? Like, you know how to do that is how it came off, even though that's totally not what she meant because she's super sweet, but it was hilarious.
What do you mean?
What do you mean you cleaned?
Oh,
Renee, what new program are you going to learn? Are you learning Affinity? I thought, for some reason, I think I read that somewhere, but I don't remember if that was what I actually read, because I sometimes make things up in my head. Organize. Amy, where's the fun in organizing? Actually, I do enjoy organizing, but I don't have to do it as much now that I got my other program that I use that I like a lot. A lot.
All right, so
it is Affinity. Okay, I was right.
So if you're looking for a kit to scrap about you and your grandmother or your kids and their grandmother, your mother, this is like so cute. I mean, that pattern paper in the background, I'm in love. I know it's a bold pattern, but I think
it works.
I think having that maroon, wine strip of paper across really kind of directs your eye flow. And I like how, it's picking up all the reds that are in the back porch. And my mom's. And I was telling Courtney, she was like, all that cast iron on the wall is so cool. And I was like, yeah, my mom had that potbelly stove. And one year we lost power at Christmas. And my mom cooked breakfast on that stove in addition to giving us heat because it was very cold. But yeah, we had scrambled eggs and I think she made biscuits and we were all just like amazed at her cooking on there. But she was pretty cool like that.
Bethany says it'll work for a grandchild. I'm like, yep.
Yes, it will.
Amy says it's such a cute kit.
They are, there's like word art that says Um, let's see. Where memories are made and grandchildren are spoiled, Grandma's house. There is no place like home except Grandma's. We're so cute. And then there's some cards, and one of them says Grandma's kitchen where sweet things happen. So I think that'll be a cute one to make because my mom was always cooking something yummy. So I think that'll make a good page. What do you think, Olivia?
It's very pretty.
It's very cute.
I love it.
She loves it. She loves it.
She loves it.
Of course, there's a lamp.
Okay, and if y'all been wondering what my dog has been doing, she's got a full belly of rice. I made her fresh rice, chicken and rice. Look at her little fat belly. She's like, oh, she's so sleepy. She's sleeping in this chair next to me. She's like, my belly's so full, I can't curl up.
Aww.
And then I got this for Christmas. I'm like, what is this? What is this item? And it's a butter dish. And it comes with its own little spreader. And I think on the inside it's supposed to have like a crystal like a little crystal dish, like a divided dish where you can put your pats of butter. But that was garage sale Santa brought that to me. That's what my stepmom calls when she picks up something from the thrift store or something like that. And then
Amy guessed a butterbell, by the way. She was right on top of it.
She's like, I know. And then look, Olivia was doing her little diamond painting and she got the little puppy up with her. She's keeping her warm.
Aww.
And she wanted to be petted. She did not want. She got tucked in there. She's a mess. And then of course there's Holly Bell with her eye boogers, but she's so cute in her little basket that we gave her.
Oh, Amy says her grandma had a butterbell just like that one. Did it have a little dish inside?
Yeah. Yeah, because when I looked online at eBay, there was somebody selling one, and I just need to measure and go from there. Oh, and the other cutest thing, okay, because my kids are grown, but this little girl right here is my youngest great niece, and I gave her this purse for Christmas. We did. And she had sunglasses inside of it, which she, was having to wear the sunglasses the whole time. Look, she's got it hitched up on her arm.
She is ready to go.
She is ready. Look at her. She is just a mess. And then she pushed them on top of her head. But it had like a phone and a set of keys that make noise. And yeah, she was just zipping around playing with that. It was so cute. I mean, look at that.
Aww.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Look at her. Man, I'm telling you, that kid.
She's like, I'm going places. Let's go.
Yeah. And then,
well, thanks for scrapping for us tonight, Cheryl.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the other thing. My stepmom made this. Isn't that beautiful?
That is cool.
She did a silver candlestick, and then she used the form like a styrofoam form, but she sealed it somehow. And then she started putting on the jewelry, and then you fill in the spots that don't have jewelry with, just different colored push pins. But we were laughing because, she kept hunting for antique jewelry. So we're like, this is the $700 Christmas tree. Not really, but and she did something really sweet. Usually we have, it's not all the time, but we usually have paper plates when we go to Daddy's on Christmas Eve. And this year, Karen said, the girls are not going to have their Christmas, setting, because my mom was notorious for setting a beautiful table. And so Karen pulled out her china and her silver that she got when her and Daddy got married, and had this lovely tablecloth. And I was like, you really didn't need to do that. We'll eat off paper plates, but it sure is lovely.
But that was so nice of her to do something.
And in the background, you can see my sister's dog, and that is the tongue of the dog. It just hangs out of her mouth pretty well constantly. Yeah. And then my husband, ready to eat.
And then my husband.
You're like, what? He likes to make me laugh. And then this is my dad, and he's doing really good after his knee surgery.
Oh, good.
All right, well, that is it from this corner of the world.
That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all she scrapped today.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, there was a poll in the forum for you to tell me what days work best for y'all, because we're still kind of hem-hawing around if we're going to continue with the first Thursday night of every month. So far, that's working for us, but I just want to make sure that it is working for the majority of the people who come. So if you have time and don't mind posting in the forum in that thread to let me know what day and, morning, noon, night,
That's over at Sweet Shop, right?
Yeah. And if you'll put your time zone so I can kind of take that into consideration too. Yeah.
Renee already voted. Good job.
Well, I didn't set it up right, I don't think, because it's already closed. So you'll just have to post a comment in the thread, which is fine. Either. But I was like, I thought I was leaving it open for a month at least. And they're like, no, I can't vote.
That's
All right.
funny.
Well, thank you so much, Courtney, for hanging out, and Olivia. Bye.
Thank you for coming and scrapping for us, Cheryl.
Yes. And I will put a note in the forum about when we're going to have next month's. So it'll be in the middle of our birthday brouhaha, and so I'm sure we'll do something fun for that. So make sure to just check in the forum and on Facebook and my groups and stuff, so you know. All right. I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
So long. Farewell.